I didn't watch no analysts, no nothing until the first game of the season when we had to rematch the Broncos, and then we lost again. But yeah, that's how invested I am.
That wasn't fair though. That team, that's the most underrated. Like if you talk about names, that Broncos team has a ridiculous amount of great players.
But forget the names, bro. They actually were still, because you know how people have names, but they're like shells of their former self.
If they have
These fools were great. Still. The only one that was probably like past his prime was DeMarcus Ware, and he still was great.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't even like. I be looking back like, yo, did they cheat? Like they had to cheat.
How did they?
Because when we played them in the playoffs, I was like, yo, I know football. Like I'm a football fanatic, but like, how did all of them get on the same team? Like, it's like
how was they able to afford all these playmakers? Like I'm like, bro, they had 3 All-Pro corners. How do you have 3 All-Pro corners? How does that even happen? You had 2 Pro Bowl All-Pro safeties. Then you also had the best edge rusher in Von Miller. And then you had DeMarcus Ware. I'm like, all right.
Then you had like Derek Wolfe and just random
Danny Trevathan.
Oh my God. I forgot they had Trevathan that year.
Like what was we
Brandon Marshall too, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That team was ridiculous. Like that defense was ridiculous. Funny thing is though,
the offense
was ridiculous too. They just had a terrible quarterback.
Yeah, he was terrible that year. That's probably one of the worst quarterbacking years I've seen.
Legit, if that was like prime Peyton, that honestly would have went down as one of the greatest teams ever, I think. If there was like a prime Peyton.
You know I'm good. I'm not. I'm completely good on Peyton.
I know you don't like Peyton. I do.
He is. Woo! We're not even going to get into that.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. That's a whole nother spill, but that's my favorite quarterback actually of all time. But no, anyways, back to the season though. The season was hectic, man. Like I think one of my biggest shockers for this year was actually the Kansas City Chiefs. Honestly, the 2 Super Bowl teams are my biggest shockers, but the Kansas City Chiefs were one of my biggest shockers because towards the middle of the season when Patrick got hurt, the team started to plateau. Even before he was like hurt, like before he popped his knee.
This was actually I thought this was so lucky. Like their run was just like so weird to me. Like this season was like there's no way they should have won the Super Bowl.
I mean, in a way, I
agree.
Zero. Like the thing is, this is like obviously my opinion, but I just think that the Kansas City Chiefs, the team as a whole, is not that great per se. I think that they got
they got players.
They got players. No one said no. I didn't say they're bad.
Both sides of the ball too.
Like I said, I don't think that they were that great as a team. I don't think they're a Super Bowl winning team without their quarterback. Personally, I think that they have a lot of holes in their team. I do. And
this is the thing about that. That's why I don't like these weird narratives. Not to take anything away from Patrick Mahomes, he's the best player in the league. But let's not forget, this team was good with Alex Smith. It's like everybody forgot that. Like this, like they look at their record with Alex Smith. They still were a good team.
Yep,
borderline great team.
Yeah, keyword good. And then Patrick came in and won.
Yeah, I mean he's the best player in the league though.
That's my point.
Yeah, but like they would still be good if they had a good quarterback instead of him. It's not like he's taking a bunch of cast-offs. Travis Kelce was one of the best tight ends, if not the best. I'm just saying Travis Kelce was one of the best tight ends, if not the best, before Patrick Mahomes.
Facts.
Tyreek Hill was Tyreek Hill before Patrick Mahomes. Like this was already a thing.
Yeah, but you're proving my point. I said that they weren't that good of a team. Keyword, they weren't that good.
Their defense got a lot better though.
Like I said, they were not that good of a team. I never said they were bad, but they weren't that good until they got Patrick. Then that what made them Super Bowl team, Super Bowl contending team.
Yeah, we beat them. So yeah, we would have beat them
by the hairs of your chinny chin.
No, we didn't. If you watch the game, we would have blown them out. But nobody wants to talk about how a fan points a laser in Tom Brady's eye and makes us throw a pick on the 1-yard line. But when they talk about headset gate for us, headset gate, iPad gate, deflate gate, all this nonsense, but people pointing lasers at my quarterback eye on the 1-yard line, we throw a pick, and nobody has ever said anything about it. It's just funny how these things work, you know.
Back to the whole narrative, like we were talking about. I think that they were a big surprise for me though, because like I said, they started to plateau, and I just thought that they were good. And
I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs.
I just didn't think that they were that. I was just like, maybe people are starting to figure out Patrick a little bit. Maybe they're just not, as good as.
Well, I think they figured him out though.
I mean, in the ways they have, because I mean they slowed him down. Obviously, he
that
didn't have
the
nowhere
way
near
I'm
the
trying to
season
tell
he
you
had his first year.
when we rewatch this, like all bias aside, because like I feel like during the season, it's hard to like watch something from an unbiased point of view because like you know who you want to win, you know what I mean, stuff like that. When you watch them losing by that many points every single game, you're gonna be like, this looks fake. It was like whatever perfect thing had to happen, Bill O'Brien, we just gonna go for it on fourth down in our own territory, even though we up 24-0 by doing not by going for it with our best player on the field. We're gonna go for it by doing a fake punt. That's a direct snap. What? Like, come on, like that's insane. The way they beat the Titans was kind of weird, and then the way they won that Super Bowl was just ungodly.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like in a way, it felt undeserving, but they obviously deserved it. But oh my gosh, man, like that Super Bowl was dominated. Like obviously not by the scoreboards, but 49ers dominated that game. Patrick looked terrible, and
even the passes he completed were so like lollipopish. Like those are Peyton Manning type passes where he just throws the ball, it's hanging in the air. Like how is Tyreek Hill so wide open? It reminded me of watching like when Ted Ginn was on y'all team. Like Tyreek Hill, you mean to tell me it was 40 yards of difference between him and the player? Like he had to wait so long to catch that ball because it was just lollipopped in the air.
No, that's it.
And he still caught it.
So
I'm like, yo, what type? Are they playing cover 2?
And wasn't it like 3rd and like 15?
It was 3rd and 15. They're playing cover 2 on Tyreek Hill. Like, why? Why are you not in quarter 3 deep, or why are you not in bracket coverage? I don't get it. Cover 2? No, that's not the right coverage.
Yeah,
it was just so weird, man.
And I thought it was very undeserving that he won MVP. Like people try to make sense of it, like and try to explain like they don't win that game without Patrick Mahomes.
They don't.
I'm like, granted, this is where I'll say I disagree. Great player. But we can't sit here and fake like this dude did not miss in a lot of throws. We can't also act like he didn't have a lot of bad throws.
And he had 3 turnovers.
Like we can't sit here and pretend that if there was not another good quarterback, they couldn't have had a better game than that. Because
now, I believe they could have. This is my opinion. The difference between the only quarterbacks that matter in this league, which are Brady and Mahomes, in the midst of a bad game, it's like it doesn't matter. Like, if you just look at the Chiefs, the sideline, it's a Super Bowl, they losing, Mahomes not playing well, and nobody's like, man, we lost. I'm going to tell you right now, if Derek Carr throws 2 picks and he throws a pick in the fourth quarter, the Raiders like, man, we lost. The game is over. We could have won the Super Bowl. Like, it's only 2 quarterbacks that you like.
No, that's not true. Eli, too.
No, because Eli just doesn't care. First of all,
if that's Eli in the Super Bowl fourth quarter, and you gonna sit here and tell me the Giants are gonna say we lost? No, the hell they not. They're gonna be like, bro, we still got this.
If they get to the Super Bowl,
but you talking about the Super Bowl though?
But history has proven that Eli ain't gonna make the playoffs. But when he do make the playoffs, it's a wrap for you. Yeah, nah, seriously. If you play Eli in the playoffs, you're gonna lose, straight like that. But he's not going to get there. So, like, Mahomes is just such a great leader, man. Like, that's what I always tell people. Stop trying to nitpick these little weird stats. Like, they try to do all these weird stats for Aaron Rodgers. Stop it, okay? It's the reason why he loses every year. The winners is what matters, okay? That's what matters. Patrick Mahomes wasn't having a good game
at all.
Was he sitting there moping like Aaron Rodgers do, just looking around, sitting by himself? No, he was on the sideline. We gonna win this game. We gonna win this game. He led his team. He didn't have a great game, but it's not many.
Like it is. He had a terrible game.
He had a bad game. We can say that, but he led his mob, and Absolutely. That's the most important thing. Like, I've played with quarterbacks who were great talent wise or good talent wise. But it's just like, it was something missing about you. Then I've played with quarterbacks who, it's like, their talent is okay, but then they got that aura about them. And I feel like that's what you got to have. It's about the aura. It's about the leadership. Every quarterback is going to have a bad game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Peyton Manning level bad game, but I'm saying bad game. I mean, come on, bro. You a Peyton Manning fan, which means you see them play in the playoffs. That's a whole different player.
Absolutely. No, I mean,
that's like a girl that wear makeup, and then you see her without makeup. You like, what the hell? What happened? I thought you was Halle Berry. When you turning to Whoopi? Oh. That's how Peyton Manning is. Even the years they won, he was still bad in the playoffs. So it's like,
he wasn't bad. He was bad from his standard.
5 touchdowns and 8 picks is bad.
He was bad for his standards.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If your if 5 touchdowns and 8 picks ain't bad for your standards, you need to get some new standards.
Hey, as I recall, what is Andrew Luck's playoff stats? Like 11 touchdowns, 12 picks.
Andrew Luck is not good.
I'm just going off what everybody tell me. Everybody tell me he elite.
Yeah, but he's nowhere near better than Peyton Manning though. That's ridiculous.
No, nobody would say that.
I hope not. If somebody out here who would say that, you're insane.
If so, please come to the show. I would love to talk to you.
Yeah, you not one thing you're not gonna win with us is an Andrew Luck debate.
Absolutely.
Not gonna happen.
Absolutely not, because we're neither one of us are fans.
But yeah, so he led his mob, man. And hats off to Pat Mahomes. More importantly, hats off to Andy Reid. It's like everybody was saying Andy Reid is a choke job. It's like, bro, he had Donovan McNabb.
Hey, don't disrespect Donovan.
Let's not act like. No, I'm just saying, like, people were acting like Andy Reid should win all these Super Bowls. It's like, when did Andy Reid have like the best player in the league? Like, I don't remember that.
Hey, man, the year they had McNabb and T.O. Hey, that was
yeah, then they played against who? The greatest quarterback of all time. Who cares? Just like Pat Mahomes. People like Pat Mahomes lost in the playoffs last year. Yeah, who did he lose to? The greatest quarterback of all time? I don't care about that. Just like I don't care about, oh, you lost to Michael Jordan. Okay. I mean, I don't care. He was going to beat whoever else was there. It doesn't matter. So, I mean, hey, Patrick Mahomes lost to Tom Brady. Oh, well. Get over it. You know how many other people lost to Tom Brady? I don't care. So, hats off to Andy Reid.
Are we ever going to talk about Tom Brady losing to the bum-ass quarterbacks?
Huh? That's the only way to beat us. I'm going to tell you right now, you got a good quarterback, you're not going to beat us. You got a bad quarterback, now you got a chance. I've been saying that for like 5 years now. We're going to lose to Jake Plummer. We're going to lose to Joe Flacco, Tannehill. We're going to lose to all of them. I'm sorry, Eli's good. I'm tired of this.
He's not good, bro.
Okay.
Hey, look, is Jameis good?
Come on, bro. Anybody who throw 30 picks don't care about life.
Bro, Eli was 2 picks away from that.
Yeah, but did he throw 30? No, he did not. You know, 2 picks is like, that's still another bad game.
That's literally 1 quarter for Eli.
Not for Jameis, it ain't. What is it for Jameis? A second? I'm going to tell you how bad Jameis is. The game started, I checked my phone. It said Buccaneers. I didn't even read it. I said pick 6. I looked down, it said Jameis Winston, pick 6 on the first play of the game. I said, that's how you know you bad. When I expect bad things to happen and I'm not even shook up.
Oh, man. No, look, honestly, his season ended. I mean, his last throw for the season was honestly, like, poetic. It was perfect for him.
And he had the audacity. Hold on, man. I know this is not even the topic, but I got to address this. He had the audacity to say, if you look at my numbers, I'm balling. Bro, 30 picks is not balling. Who was you playing against?
Hey, yo,
was you playing against Darren Sharper and Ed Reed and Dion every game? like I need to know who the competition was.
Nah, bro, they said that he should have won Defensive Player of the Year, bro.
Who said that?
That's what I saw. But they said he was Defensive Player of the Year, bro. Like, he was over here just throwing picks to everybody, bro.
I think I caught a pick this year from him.
Bro, our team had, what, 7 picks? No, we had 5 picks.
I mean literally me. I'm not in the league.
Oh, man. But, yeah, so who was your biggest shock? We just went to a whole tangent. Who was your biggest shock for the year?
The shock of the year was definitely the 49ers.
That was my second choice.
It's like the 49ers are in the Super Bowl.
And
like,
Jimmy G's ass. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I'm getting sick and tired of people. Let me go to my short little rant. I'm getting sick and tired of people, like, literally giving him so much, like, praise and, like, so many passes. So many passes talking about they were 4-12 last year without him and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't give a damn about what they did the year before Jimmy G, all right? We all know the reason why they transformed from last year to this year. It was that damn defense. That defense is stout. That defense is strong. They have nothing but first-round picks. Matter of fact, forget the first-round picks. They got nothing but top 10 picks.
I don't care about first-round picks. You can be a first-round pick and not be good.
Yeah, but it's the difference when you get first-round picks and they all pan out. So you give me nothing but top 10 picks that all are panning out, and then you add Bosa, who's an absolute monster, who's unblockable, basically. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, your team's going to be better. We've seen where defenses carry the offense. Not only that, but we saw what made them great. It was their runs. Their run game is ridiculous. That sideline to sideline, the misdirections. Like, you don't know who to tackle. So obviously that tricks it up.